Hey everybody, I'm going to do a little portrait painting today, my Sunday afternoon. I'm going to jam out my headphones, but you guys want to hang out and watch me paint? Thank you for hanging out. So I'm doing a fun little quick portrait. I'm going to I'm going to try to set myself a timer here for about an hour. Actually, probably a little bit less than an hour. Let's give myself 50 minutes just for fun, because that would be fun. Yeah, not 30 custom. So we're going to set timer here. And let's go here for 50 minutes. So let's go for 55 just for fun. All right. Bang. We're going live. 50 minutes. All right. So just to let you guys know, I want to be doing some more live videos just to kind of push myself and to share with you guys my art process. Um, Set myself for about an hour just because, one, I think Instagram only allows you to do an hour, if that. So if I kick off, well, it's just an experiment. So you can always tune into my YouTube channel at youtube.com liquid method or / liquid method. Yeah. So, or just search me liquid method. So I'll be doing a lot more videos, and I have, if you want to see any more videos, you can also go to Liquid Method as well, my website, or search me on YouTube, Liquid Method. At various points, I'm probably going to destroy part of this. I don't try to get married to my strokes or the paint per stroke, so there'll be times where I destroy things. Should be fun. And I have some more videos to edit as well. So, but I didn't feel like doing any video editing today. I just wanted to do painting because I've kind of been out of painting for a little bit. So it's nice to be able to paint again, have time to do it. And because I have a lot of time on, if you comment, I'll do my best to answer it. I'll try and take a little quick break here and there if you have any comments or questions. But again, thank you for tuning in. I don't know about you, but I have to listen to music when I paint. So today's music that I happen to be listening to is Deftones. They've got a new album coming out, so I'm really excited about it. I've heard 2 of the songs. I've already pre-ordered the album. I've heard 2 of the songs, and they sound really good. So I tried to tell myself I wasn't really going to try and do an accurate, well, super accurate painting on this one. Not like the last one I did. I did one the other day of Jimi Hendrix for his 50th. It was the 50th year of his passing, and that one I spent way more time on it than I will be on this one. So this one's really kind of setting myself 55 minutes to kick myself in the butt and to paint fast, paint loose, and have some fun. And I'm going to step back just to see if I've got at least something going on. Try not to step on my fan over here. Move that out of the way. All right. I think that's about all I want to really put in here to start doing some marks. If you're wondering what all the squealing is outside, it's a beautiful day outside, so the neighborhood kids are outside playing. Kids will be kids, running around, squealing, having fun. I have yard work to look forward to after this painting, so I said, do I do the lawn first or do I paint? And I said, I'm going to paint first and then I'll do the lawn. That way I can get out and try and enjoy some of this nice weather before it disappears, since fall is coming very soon. I think these are the last days of summer right now, as it is. Mm-hmm. So, if you're wondering what's, if you happen to be on multiple social medias and see me streaming on multiple ones, that's right, I have multiple streams going on. But I've learned my lesson not to try and get my try and stream two streams at once. Boy, they. That's one thing I love about my neighborhood. There's plenty of kids playing around, which is great. Try and tweak on the nose a little bit, put some marks. Once again, I want to try and keep loose with this. We'll see how this works out. I'm hoping I can keep a looseness and freshness with this, which may not work out, but we'll see. All right. So now the big honchos are tuning in. I'm not going to call anybody's name, but somebody really, someone I look up to happens to be tuning in tuning in right now. No pressure, Doug. No pressure at all. None at all. Just keep painting. Try not to look. Don't think about it. All right. Here's another pellet knife. Actually, yeah, let's do some more mixing here. If you're wanting a more zoomed in view, I am doing this live on YouTube right now. Just search me under Liquid Method. But the other social media, on Instagram and Facebook, I believe I've got it so you can see my palette and the painting. So I'm really bad about announcing any of this stuff and giving any advanced, how would you say, notice so you can tune in. I know I'm really horrible about that, but that's just when you got a crazy household and you got a lot of things going on. Sometimes when you're planning to do stuff, doesn't always work out. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go painting. No, we have to do this. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. So if I was to try and adhere to a schedule, that would really just not work out for the most part for me, unless it was like super late at night, and then I wouldn't get any sleep, and I kind of need my sleep. I find I'm a nicer person when I get some sleep. Once again, just trying to have some fun with this one. I miss my drawing group, and that was a lot of fun. I loved the timed aspect of it, and sometimes we'd have a 40-minute pose, and we'd have two 20 minutes, and so it's kind of what I'm basing this little practice run off of. But we'll see. Anything can happen. That's the thing with doing paintings. They don't always work out. But hey, if you painted a masterpiece every time, it'd get pretty boring. It would get pretty boring. So I do really admire all those painters that can whip out paintings, amazing paintings like pancakes. I can't, but that's okay. I have my way. They have their way. All right, so let's do a little bit of destruction here because I don't want to get too married into stuff. Sorry about that, YouTube. I knocked the camera here trying to get to this, but oh well. I need to buy some more brushes. I definitely need to buy some more brushes here. I am really rough on my brushes. Like lambs to the slaughter, if you will. They don't last long. And sometimes it's nice to have a dirty brush. It just, how would you say, gives some character to it. But sometimes it's nice to have a nice refined brush and you know exactly what it's going to do. So I need to get back out and go to some museums and study some of the masters. It's one thing to look online at paintings, but going in person, oh, that's so needed, especially for me right now. I need to really work on my portraits, and I figured portraits are fun to watch streaming. Everybody likes watching them. I like watching them. Well, those kids are having fun outside. So I hope you guys are having a good day and you have beautiful weather like I do here in good old Virginia Beach. We need to get out to the water soon too before it's wetsuit time. I think the only time I've had to get out in the water is to do skimboarding, and that's been a slow roll since I've had foot surgery. But I've had so many starts and goes with that. I start to run a little bit and then have some setbacks. But lately, it's been going pretty good, and I'm really excited about that because you can't run, you can't really do a lot of exercise. It's not good, especially as you get older. You need to get exercise. Fast and loose, Doug. Don't get tight. See how that works out. So last night, me and my wife, we watched John Wick 3, and we were really tired. And I have to say, at some point, when you're really tired, all the bang, 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 roll around and fight and punch and kick and everything, it gets a little monotonous when you're tired. I might have to watch it again because I know that when it came out, people were saying, "Oh, it's great." And we were just too tired. Speaking of movies, there's another movie I'm going to have on tap to watch. I just got it. And I haven't seen it since the 80s. It's called Repo Man with Emilio Estevez. Uh, if you haven't checked it out, it's got an amazing soundtrack. Oh, it's amazing for me. It has a lot of the old school punk rock songs on it, which is really cool. All right, let's do some refining. Trying to keep fast and loose. We'll see how this works out. This may not work out. This may be a disaster. I feel like my lighting is a little off, but I spent so much time trying to get all the cameras set up that I so didn't really get a chance to address it as much. That's okay. It'll work out. So, all right. So let's hear what else. I'm not talking any politics on this live feed. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started. Don't even get started on this feed. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's talk about something else. Sorry, that was a brief lapse of momentary reasoning here. So, what else is new? Um, I have some painting. Two of my paintings that had been rejected from multiple shows. I finally have gotten accepted into the Virginia Artist show, which I'm excited about because they had been rejected earlier. But keep trying. It's the thing. Somebody eventually will dig what you're doing. That's kind of why I'm doing those videos here because I'm hoping that somebody will dig what I'm doing here. Minus the screaming kids. They're having fun outside. Let's see here. What am I going to do? And let me get the eye here. I've painted this girl before. You can actually find her on the Instagram at i.mrsh, Marsh, Miss H, I Mrs. H, I guess. But I like, she posts on Sketchy. That's how I discovered her. If you haven't discovered Sketchy, Sketchy is an app that you can download, I guess. I don't think they have a website, but it basically people are posting their photos for artists to paint, and that's how I discovered her there, and then continued to follow her on Instagram. And she, unlike some of these other selfie models, not that I mean, Instagram models, she has really good photos, which is a big deal for artists. I don't like just, hey, look at me, I'm staring into the camera. That's something that has a little bit of an emotion in there versus just, oh, here's another selfie for the day. But I'm an artist. I look at things different. So if you are that person that likes selfies, don't take it personally. I'm just looking for stuff to paint. That's all I'm doing. Don't take it personally. All right, let's see what time I'm at right now. Oh, I'm already at 30 minutes. I'm taking way too long. That's okay. This is just really just to kind of get me rolling here, to loosen up, have some fun. That's why I'm not talking about how to paint. I find most painting tutorials boring. Not that the artists aren't good, it's just, I don't know. It's just me. All right, let's do shadows here. So, talking movies. Let's hear what else. Oh, yeah, movies. So I saw the trailer for Dune. Now, before I started this trailer, I was like, "Oh, Dune! No, I can't." I already kind of had bad expectations for Dune. I really did. And so when I saw the trailer, I was like, "All right, I'll just watch the trailer just to see." And I gotta say that I am actually excited about it. I can't believe I'm saying that I'm excited about Dune, but I am. It just, something about this looks so much better than the one from the 80s. And I know that some of you guys are going like, what? Dune in the 80s was great. Uh, yeah, it's just all personal preference, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to pass and I'm going to disagree. I'm going to agree to disagree with you on that. Dune in the 80s was not great for me. Come on. There you go. See if I can put that way. I just have to touch it. All right. I'm going to take a quick look, see where things are. If you guys have been making comments, I appreciate it. I'm really busy painting, so I'm not trying to spend too much time. I just want to make sure the feed hasn't cut off. I'm kind of under pressure to finish. I thought this would be fun. I don't have the pressure of painting like I do with drawing group. So I figured, well, let's just paint live and create some pressure. Let's step back here, guys. Take a look. Yeah. There we go. I usually used to paint with a lot of flats, but lately I've been doing sables. I don't know, maybe it's just me just trying to push myself and get my out of get too comfortable with something. Kind of need to move on to a different tool, a different brush, just to see how it works. I may try the fan brush later. I've seen some artists that I like; they do amazing work with a fan brush. It's like, maybe I should just give that a roll, see how that works. It's always fun to try something new. All right, we're gonna use the magic finger. Soften some edges. Try not to get them to be dominant. Now I've been telling myself to use more black, but lately, I don't know, I just haven't really had much to do. All right. I know I said I was going to try and limit myself to an hour, so I really try hard for this to make it done, at least a good amount to where I'm happy with it. And ultimately, that's really where it comes down to is I have to be happy with this painting and to make studies. Because if I'm not happy with it, then, it's kind of a failed painting to some degree. That's always fun when you have a painting that you get really excited about. Wow, I did that in X amount of time and came out pretty decent. It's not always the case. Not always the case at all. There always seems to be something. I could have done this, I could have done that. I really should have put some fresh paints. I've got some paints over here that are kind of goopy because I forgot to wrap them up before I finished for the night. So one thing I found lately is that I wouldn't say lately, but a little bit, is I've been not using my palette knife to mix like I used to. I've been mixing with my brushes, hence why my brushes kind of bite the dirt much earlier before. I actually picked it up after I took a workshop with some Russian. artists that happen to be traveling through and giving a plein air workshop. It's funny how pick up influences in the strangest places. 'Cause it was only like 2 hours at best. Kind of a very, very short workshop. But yeah, I got something out of it. So really enjoyed it. Always cool to see other artists and how they work. Speaking of which, if I could see any artist like watch them paint live, without doubt, hands down, my number one, the number one would be John Singer Sargent. That would be without doubt. That's who I'd want to see watch a painting demo. You know, the sad part, there was film back then, and I don't think there's any film footage of John Singer Sargent painting. I mean, think about that. One of the greatest American portrait artists to ever live. Actually, one of the greatest portrait artists to live. Period. And I don't think there's any film of him painting, even in black and white. It would have been amazing to see live. I mean, just think about that. That would have been like what? I would. I mean, that's up there with me seeing Jimi Hendrix live. Although that's once again impossible. But we talked about that during my Jimi Hendrix portrait demo. Um, I've got to finish putting that together. I'm going to do a time lapse of that, so you won't hear me rambling on. But that was a fun session. I got to share a little bit about my passion for his music and share trivia as well. So that was fun. I don't know. I might do some more like that, but I don't know what I'm going to do because I mean, Jimi Hendrix really is. I know a lot about him. I wouldn't say I'm like the definitive guy on it by any means, but I definitely know a lot about him. All right. Let's see how time is going. I've got 22 minutes left and 30 seconds. There is not a lot of time. All right. Not a lot of time. I probably should work on these flowers. I should probably work on these flowers a little bit. I'm going to try and warm it up a little bit on the tone. Fast and loose, Doug. Don't get married to details. Just get it done. Have some fun. Let's see if I can add some highlights on this. I should probably wait for this rose to be done, or I don't know if it's a rose. I'm not a flower guy. Oh, but I don't paint flowers. This flower, rose slash, I probably should wait till near the end, but I'm feeling I'm going to be trying to do the detail on the face. All right, let's go back to a big old dirty brush. Big old dirty brush. Where detail is almost impossible. Oh, too much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some more ultramarine blue here in a minute. You can see how sticky it's gotten, guys. It's gotten goopy. Yep. Yeah, that's a mess. All right, let's just get this going here. I need some white. There you go. May need to do a little bit of destruction too. I got 19 minutes and 54 seconds. Not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. All right. So let's see. I'm definitely getting caught up in this whole Shaw thing, but try to make it work as best I can here. There we go. That's one thing I like about the brayer is to quickly knock out and put some kind of textured background. Not trying to mess with painting it. It comes really in handy during drawing group sessions. Time for another paper towel. See how dirty this gets? I need a sponsorship from Viva Paper Towel. That's what I need. You know how hard it is to get Viva paper towels during COVID lockdown? It's not easy. Not easy at all. Oh, let's try this. Try and put some dark areas in here. All right, how much time do I have left? Ooh, 16 minutes. This isn't good, guys. I feel like I am really behind. Not good at all. No bueno. I need to get some blue though, real quick. I'm gonna jump over to my drawer. Ultramarine blue. Scrape off the crappy stuff. Because it's all a bunch of gunk now. This is why I have a glass palette, because if I had an acrylic one, I would never be able to get that oil off of it at all. Maybe next time I'll be a little bit more prepared and have all fresh paint laid out on the easel. I'll do what I can. So thanks for tuning in. If you're watching, I appreciate it. I haven't really spent too much time looking. I see there's a few people, so I appreciate you. Really do. Trying to use these. I'm going to be doing more of these guys, probably in hour segments if I can, if time allows. Just to get myself to loosen up. So if I can use a flat note, I kind of get some definition. Because I only have like, what, 10 minutes? No, 14 minutes. I have a little bit more time. I want to get this down as best I can. This is what I like about flats. Just add just a little bit of lines if I can. I used to rely on them all the time. Now I'll try and give myself a little bit of variety. All right. A little bit of fun here. You get those eyes, the whites of the eyes that pop. Don't worry, I'm not using pure white. And I'll just give you guys a little tip for those out there. Don't ever use pure white for the whites of the eyes. It's just try getting a muted color. Just if you happen to go to a museum, look at the eyes there on the masters, and I mean masters like Sargent. And those guys. Got to add a little bit more eyeliner. I have 11 minutes. That's the other thing I try not to do. It's hard because it's so fun, but I definitely don't want to spell everything out. I want to make sure that I give. There we go. That's a little bit better. So. Try to warm this up a little bit. All right, we should be. Yeah, we're under 10 minutes, so that wasn't enough stress. This should be 10 minutes. And what's a little bit of stress, right? It's a challenge. That's all. That's all. It's just a challenge, just a testing one skill. Ah, come on. My brushes are failing me. They're getting too dirty. But, that's to be expected because I don't treat them very well. All right, let's see what I can do to smooth this out a little bit. Too much white. I'm gonna have to skip that back over. So, try and give some of the definition to the hair a little bit with what little time I have. No pressure. All right, we're gonna try and smooth out that jawline. It's a little too sharp for my liking. See if I can get a little bit softer. That's what I like about the finger. Soften it up a little bit. There. It's a little bit better, not so harsh. All right. Well, if you're watching, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We are down to the 7 minute mark now of this little self imposed painting challenge where I literally have given myself not much time to do a painting. Kind of like a solo Iron Chef. I'm only competing against the clock. That's it. All right. I'm not going to be able to get much on this hand here, but we'll try and insinuate a little bit, right? You can do a little bit of insinuating. Sometimes that could take a whole hour just to get the perfect insinuation. Like, yeah, it's just that little brush stroke. Perfect. It's not always easy. And I totally botched this whole Shaw thing. Let's see if I can remedy this here, guys. That is bugging me. Really is bugging me now. Kind of gotten. It's like this doesn't look like a Shaw at all. So I'm gonna use my friend, the palette knife. There we go. Sometimes desperation is the, how would you say, mother of all invention. Sometimes you end up coming up with some interesting techniques you would have never done, but you're just so out of time. You're like, ah. So I kind of, you started using a brayer more. So I was so out of time. I was like, I'm running out of time. I got to finish this. I should probably have 5 minutes, and I do. Oh, come back. I only have 5 minutes left. Do you believe this? 5 minutes left. That's all I have on this timer. No more. That's it. I'm running out of white paint. if that wasn't already reassuring, I'm running out of white paint. Titanium white is the artist or painter will call it. So, oh well. All right. Speaking of which, this is supposed to be a white rose. I'm running out of white paint. This ought to be fun. Let's see here. I have 5 minutes. Do I still have 5 minutes? No, I have 4 minutes. So we're going to try and. We've resorted to doing palette knife painting at this point. I am desperate at this point. I am desperate to finish. All right. Let me use precious 30 seconds to get some white on my easel here. All right, come on. Squirt some out. There we go. Yeah. No. All right. Let's see how it goes. How much time do I have? I have 3 minutes. This is not a lot of time. Try and insinuate a rose. No, not at all. What were you thinking, Doug? What were you thinking? I don't know. It's just me. That's a problem. I don't think. I just do. Once again, this is just supposed to be fast and loose, so I'm not going to cry about it too much now. There's something I did want to get done. I said I was going to try and do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but I want to get that earring. She's got a loop earring. I love loop earrings. Love painting them. It's a nice little geometric shape to the face. And if I can get it in, fantastic. But I'm wasting precious time trying to get it in here with a brush that's already, once again, I said I was bad on my brushes, so let's see if I can get the shape out. Okay, let's do a little bit of a highlight. I have 2 minutes. No pressure, right? So, 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes now. Okay, just a little bit more, a little more. Come on, give me a little bit of a highlight. That'll work. All right. Anything else I can think of? Not the problem. There's so many things to do, and I don't have enough time. Just don't have enough time. Trying to define the mouth a little bit more. Oops. Okay, I just made a boo-boo, and now I got to fix it. That's pretty much just eating a boo-boo. I got 45 seconds. All right. All right, I got 30 seconds, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this off here. Put a little bit of red there. And there. Anything else I can see? Not really. All right, guys. I got 9 seconds here, and then I'm going to sign it. I'm not counting signing as finishing this painting, so that's my rule. I will stick to signing right after. And so let's see here. Okay, time is up. That's it. I'm going to sign this thing and call it a day. That was fun. All right. That was fun. Hope you guys had fun too. I'm going to stop the beeping here. We're going to sign this little guy and call it quits. I need to get a new push for signing for sure. I'm so particular about my signature here. And if you're wondering what my signature is, it's Doug Sideways. Just like the geometry. I wouldn't say the placement of it. It's not. I don't know. I just my preference kind of has that calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy style to it. Something different. All right, guys. Thanks again. This was a lot of fun. If you'd like to see more of my work, you can find me on my website, liquidmethod.com, and at Liquid Method on Instagram. Just search Liquid Method on Facebook, and my YouTube channel, which I'll probably do a little quick time lapse on this at youtube.com/Liquid Method. So thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you left any comments, once again, good or bad, I do appreciate it. Thanks again, and have a great day.